This tutorial will show you how to make this ornament. This is a quick and easy scrap busting sort of ornament that you can use on your Christmas tree, or you can hang it from your mantle or your banister. You can use it to decorate your cubicle. There's a lot of ways that you can use this. And you can make it up in holiday colors like I have here, or you can make it up in more everyday colors and use it all year long. I'm going to make up a bunch of these to give out to my friends and my family at the holiday time, so that's why I'm starting in July. If you are a crafter and you have a plan to make anything for the holidays, for gifts or decorations or anything like that, you really should be starting now so that you can actually enjoy your holidays when they come. This tutorial will show you step by step how I made this, and if you want to see the written pattern, I will put a link to that in the description box down below. If you make this project, I would love to see pictures. You can always post pictures on my Facebook wall, or if you add pictures to your Ravelry project page, I always see them there. So let's get started. The yarn that I'm using for this is just some scraps of worsted weight yarn. I'm going to do traditional Christmas colors, so green, white, and red. And I'm going to use a size G crochet hook. Okay, we're going to start with the green yarn. I'm going to put a slip knot on my hook. And we're going to chain 3. I'm going to slip stitch into the third chain from the hook to form a ring. I'm going to chain 2. This will act as our first stitch. And we're going to put 12 half double crochets in this ring. I'm going to show you what I just did. I'm going to show you a little tip. So I'm going to put my slip knot on my hook. Let me zoom in a little bit. Now when I make my chain 3, I'm going to pinch the working yarn just below the slip knot. So this is my short tail, this is my working yarn, and I'm going to pinch just a little bit. And I'm going to chain, still pinching, chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. Now when I let go, you can see where I pinched, it left that first chain nice and open. And sometimes the first chain can get pulled really tight and you're digging to get your hook in there. By doing it like this, you have a first stitch that's nice and easy to slip stitch into. So I'm going to slip stitch, I'm going to hold onto the chain and pinch it just like I did before. Finish your slip stitch. You'll see that left your ring nice and open. It just makes it a little bit easier to work into. So I'm going to continue to pinch this. I'm going to do my chain 2, which is my first stitch, and then I'm going to start putting my 12 half double crochets into the ring. And because I pinched it, you have a nice open ring to work into. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see we're already coming around again, and I need to add 6 more stitches. So I grab the ring and pull the stitches down. They're not in any stitches, they're around the ring, so it will actually slide around the ring. So you want to pull it down so that you have enough room. So here is your ring, and these are the stitches you've already put on. So you want to pull it so that you have at least half of the ring left, because you have to put 6 more stitches. And right here is where your first chain 2 is. So you want to make sure that your 6 stitches fit in this space before you get to this. You don't want to actually crochet over your first stitches. So let's put 6 more. Three. You might have to pull again. 4, 5, and like I said, it's kind of tight, but you want to make sure you're getting it in the ring. That's 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the chain 2. Okay, so now we're just going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2, the beginning chain 2. Oops. Slip stitch to join the round. and we're going to fasten off, so I'll just do an extra change so it's secure. Clip my thread, pull this through. Okay. And now I also will give a tug to that beginning loose tail to tighten up that center round. You could also do a magic ring, but I find that when you put a lot of stitches, like you really have to pack the stitches on, sometimes the magic ring won't tighten up and it'll actually become looser than if you do it this way. So this is round 1. At this point you can move on to round 2, or you can make more of round 1 and then do round 2 on all of them, and then do round 3 on all of them. So I really like this kind of project because you can remember that one round. It's a pretty simple thing. You could take just your green yarn and your hook and a small pair of scissors, and you can do these on the go. And you can make, you know, 6 or 7 of just the center while you're out. They're really quick. You could do them, you know, while you're waiting in waiting rooms or, you know, wherever you are out and about. And then whenever you come home, you can put round 2 or round 3 or next time you go out. So we're going to do round 2 next. Back off a little bit. And I'm going to use the white, and I'm going to attach the next color into any stitch. So there's a couple ways you can do this. Some people like to put another slip knot on their hook. What I do is I will just insert my hook into the stitch. I'm holding the other color yarn with my middle finger here of my yarn hand, just holding it there, yarn over, pull up a loop. And now effectively I have joined my color on. I'm going to continue to hold this loose tail with my ring finger until I get a couple stitches on to lock it in place. Then when I'm completely finished with the whole round or the whole ornament, I'll weave this in and that will secure it. Okay, so for round 2, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this acts as a double crochet and a chain 1. Now in the next stitch, we're going to double crochet, chain 1, in the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1, and you're just going to repeat this all the way around. Double crochet, chain 1, in the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1. And once you get all the way around, you put the last double crochet in the last stitch. Then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch into the third chain of the beginning chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 in this stitch. I'm just going to slip stitch. Like that. Okay, then we'll fasten off this color. Now as you finish each round, you can weave in the loose ends, or you can just wait until you're finished with the entire ornament. Okay, so now we're going to do round 3. So we're going to join on the red. So just in the same way, holding it from behind, we're going to insert our hook between 2 double crochets, so in the chain 1 space. We're going to yarn over and pull up the red. I'm still holding onto the red on the back side until it's secure. So we're going to do chain 2. That's going to act as our first half double crochet, and then we're going to put another half double crochet in the same space, like that. Chain 1. In the next chain 1 space, we're going to put 2 half double crochets. Chain 1. In the next chain 1 space, we're going to put 2 half double crochets. Chain 1, and just repeat all the way around. Okay, so at this point you could just call it done. You could weave in your ends, add your hanger, and just have a smaller ornament like this. I kind of like this because it looks like a flower, and smaller ornaments are sometimes better for smaller trees. But I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the rounds for mine. And on the written pattern I give a suggestion. This is actually the one that's in the pattern. So I give a suggestion for your color order of color A, color B, color A, color C, color A. But I'm going to do this one a little bit different. You can do it any sort of combination of colors. You can do just 2 colors. I have one here that's just 2 colors. This one is also just 2 colors. You could even make these all a solid color. So I'm going to start again with the green. Oops. And I'm going to attach it just like we have been from the back. So I'm going to insert my hook into the space between 2 clusters, so in the chain 1 space. I'm going to join on the green and chain 6. So this counts as a beginning double crochet plus chain 3. So in the same space I'm going to put a double crochet. Like that. So you had your chain 6, which is double crochet plus chain 3, and then a double crochet. In the next chain 1 space, we're going to put double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, and that's all going in the same chain 1 space. And we're going to continue that all the way around. So in each chain 1 space, we're going to double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet. Once we've gotten all the way around, you're going to slip stitch in the top of your beginning double crochet. So that would be the 3rd chain of your chain 6. So it's 1, 2, 3. So right there, we're going to slip stitch to join the round. That. And we'll fasten off the green again. Okay. And again, you could stop here if you wanted to. But I got one more round, and I'm gonna do that in the red. Okay, so we're gonna join the red on in any chain 3 space. So just like we have been doing, just pull up a loop. And we're going to chain 1. It's going to act as our first single crochet. And we're going to put 4 more single crochets in the chain 3 space. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was crocheting over the loose tail as well, just to hold it in place. Now we're going to put 5 single crochets in each of the chain 3 spaces. 3, 4, 5. And then in the next chain 3 space, 5 single crochets. And just repeat that all the way around. Okay, once you get all the way around, we're just going to slip stitch into the beginning chain 1 to join the round, and then just fasten off. Okay, now we just need to weave in all of these loose ends. So I have just this blunt tapestry needle, and I'm just going to weave them back in through to hide all of the loose ends. Now, if your ornament's not perfectly flat, you could use a cool iron on it to kind of press it flat, or just lay it between some heavy books for a couple hours and it should be nice and flat like this. And now I'm just going to add a hanger on it. You could use like a wire ornament hanger, but it's July so I don't have any of those handy. I'm just going to do a loop of yarn. So I'm just going to cut a piece of yarn, probably 6 inches. And then I will hold these 2 ends together, do an overhand knot, like that. And then I'll clip these ends just so they're nice and even and cleaned up. And you have just like a loop like that. And then I'll attach it here to the center of one of these clusters. So insert your hook into the stitch, snag that loop and pull it through. And then we'll just reach through that loop, grab the knot, and pull it up. And you can make this loop as big or as little as you want it. But your ornament is ready to hang on your tree or to give as a gift. I hope you like this tutorial. I would love to know if you're already starting your holiday gift giving or holiday crafts. Leave a comment on what you are making or what you're planning on making for gifts. And thanks so much for watching.